Did you ever ponder whether worms might have emotions? A question that might seem ludicrous at first, but recent findings suggest it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Simple organisms like worms, specifically the roundworm Caenorhabditis elegans, are now thought to potentially possess basic emotions. This revelation stems from groundbreaking research conducted by an international team from Nagoya City University and Mills College at Northeastern University. Intriguingly, when the roundworms were subjected to alternating current stimulation, they exhibited a persistent running response even after the stimulation ceased. This behavior, prioritizing escape over other stimuli like food, suggests the presence of a primitive form of emotion. The unfolding of this enigmatic world of emotions in worms is just the beginning. So it seems that our tiny friends, the worms, prioritize escaping danger over food, indicating a primitive form of emotion. Diving deeper into the worm's world, we find a fascinating genetic connection. The researchers embarked on a quest to understand the genetic makeup of these creatures. They looked closely at mutants, specifically those unable to produce certain neuropeptides. Now, neuropeptides are akin to hormones in humans, playing a crucial role in transmitting signals in the nervous system. In this case, the researchers observed that these mutant worms exhibited a peculiar behavior. They were seen to run continuously for a longer duration in response to electrical stimulation. This is in stark contrast to their normal counterparts who would stop running soon after the stimulation ended. So, what does this tell us? It suggests that the regulation of emotional states, even in these tiny worms, is controlled by an active mechanism involving genes. It's as if their genetic makeup is tuning their emotional responses, a behavior that is more commonly associated with complex life forms like us humans. This finding is quite groundbreaking. It implies that emotions, long thought to be the exclusive domain of higher organisms, may actually be present in the simplest of creatures, and, more importantly, it hints at a genetic basis for these emotional states. It's almost like the worms are using their genes as a kind of emotional barometer, helping them decide when to run and when to stop. So what started as an observation of a worm's running behavior has opened up a whole new avenue of exploration. It's brought us to the realization that genes could play a central role in regulating emotions, not just in worms, but potentially in higher organisms as well. Intriguingly, it's the worm's genes that seem to hold the key to understanding its emotional states. But why does it matter if worms have emotions, you may ask? Well, this is where the bigger picture comes into focus. The implications of this research aren't confined to the world of worms. Instead, they resonate in a much broader context, reaching out to the realm of human emotional disorders. You see, the genetic mechanisms underlying emotions in worms could be the key to unlocking new treatment avenues for emotional disorders in humans. The humble worm, with its simple nervous system, serves as a convenient model organism for researchers. The worm's responses to stimuli, in this case alternating current stimulation, provide a window into the fundamental operations of emotional states. The study found that worms which could not produce certain neuropeptides exhibited a longer duration of continuous running in response to electrical stimulation. In human terms, these neuropeptides are akin to hormones, which play a crucial role in our emotional responses. By understanding how these neuropeptides work in worms, we can get a clearer picture of how similar mechanisms might operate in the human brain. This could lead to the discovery of new treatment targets for emotional disorders. Imagine for a moment a world where we could modulate emotional responses or even develop more effective treatments for conditions like anxiety or depression. This is the potential promise held within this intriguing research. So, while it might seem strange at first to consider the emotional life of a worm, the insights gained from such studies could prove transformative. With worms as our guides, we might just uncover new ways to understand and treat human emotional disorders. So, next time you see a worm, remember it might just be feeling something. As we've seen, recent research points to the humble worm exhibiting signs of basic emotions. This fascinating finding unlocks a new understanding of genetics, revealing that neuropeptides, akin to our own hormones, may regulate these emotional states. It's a significant step forward, one that could potentially light the way to new treatments for human emotional disorders. So we're not just talking about worms here, but a deeper understanding of our own emotional landscape. To continuously be enlightened, like and subscribe.